girls, come on. Leave the saving the world to the men? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Hey everybody.
What's up?
Hello.
Hi, everybody. Hello.
So I'm super excited for this episode because we're getting spicy.
Spicy.
So it's, coming to the end of June, and I know if anyone tuned in to the Monday's episode of Earth's Mightiest Warriors, we said we were going to be talking about Friend Zone. We're going to be tabling that and talking about a more spicy topic today. So thank you all for joining us. It's going to be pretty interactive, so I hope we can see you all in the comments. So first and foremost, like we start all episodes, we want to talk about the things that has gotten our attention this week. So first, Kara, you got to do the honors.
Okay, I'm going to start us off. You guys, Spy Kids is coming back. Spy Kids! I loved Spy Kids, as every person did or should have. And this time it's with Gina Rodriguez and Zachary Levi, and I love both of them. I love Gina a lot. So I'm very, very, very excited for this. I know we as girls have talked about Spy Kids quite a bit. Junie, the thumb, like it's just so much good stuff.
It's amazing. I cannot wait for that. Okay, Jalen, you're next.
All right. So this was a Twitter post from one of the actors from Miss Marvel. He plays Amir, the brother of Kamala. In this past episode, we got to see the wedding, which was fabulous. So if you haven't seen the episode, just go watch and just watch that scene because it's amazing. I wanted to be at that wedding dancing with them.
Yes.
This is a lot coming from the wedding planner.
Exactly. But he posted this to Twitter. I brought my wife to my wedding. And this caught my attention because not only is his wife in the show gorgeous, but his real life wife is also gorgeous. So this is one lucky man that he gets to be married to two beautiful women.
For real.
And he's also a good-looking dude too. So there's just attractive people.
Everybody on the show is attractive. Like we were talking about it earlier. Her dad, to me, like, and I don't typically like older men, but her dad, I was like, yes.
He's a good-looking dude too. It's just a good-looking family.
Absolutely.
So.
Yep. Sure. We've got our buddies in the comments.
Hey everybody.
Thanks.
All right, so what do you have? Because I see like 3 picks on here.
I couldn't choose. Okay.
There was a lot this week.
There was so much. So I know that this happened like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, but the Lightyear red carpet, I couldn't choose. I couldn't choose just one, but Kiki.
You can just quickly. Oh, sorry. Yeah,
just go through them all.
Kiki Palmer looked amazing. Chris Evans and Yvette Nicole Brown looked amazing. And then Sochi, little America Chavez. She was there.
She was in it. Oh, she was just there.
She was probably just supporting, but they all looked amazing, and it was so much fun. It was nice catching up on those photos.
Anthony says that we look like we just finished a Fortnite tournament with our trucker headphones on. Well,
shut up, Anthony.
Maybe we did.
And so this is my attention moment, and this might be a little controversial. But Break My Soul, Beyonce. I know last episode I talked about how excited I was when she talked about the album like being released in July. I'm not a fan of the song. I know, Jalen, you really liked it.
I mean, I've only listened to it twice, so I mean, I haven't like marathon the song, but I was vibing with it.
it's like it kind of get, it's okay. But I was expecting more, like the single. So I'm excited still for the rest of the album. I even like house music. Everyone's like, oh, people don't like it. They don't like house music, whatever. I guess I expect that for Janelle Monáe, but for Beyonce, I felt like she didn't really. It felt like it was a very lazy song on her part.
Yeah, I mean, I'll agree. She does say "break my soul" a lot.
Yeah, like
She does say those 3 words like over and over and over again.
it didn't, and then like those lyrics didn't even feel matched like with the vibe of the song. Like "break my soul," that's kind of an intense like phrase, and then it just break my soul. Wasn't a fan, but I'm excited for the rest of the album, which I heard is going to be more house and country. So I'm excited for the country portion. She's from Texas and whatnot, so we'll see.
And that's next month it comes out?
Yeah, end of the month. So end of next month. So anticipation will be high. We may even have a listening party. Who knows?
Ooh, let's do it.
By the way, just real quick, those in the comments, we do have a drinking game tonight. Just FYI.
So yes, play along, please.
Yes.
Yes, and we will explain the drinking game right after we set our ground rules. So before we dive into the topic, make sure everyone in the comments are respectful before you get booted, because no shame in doing that. Yes, so it's going to be a really spicy episode, and we're all for the spice, just no disrespect. So we're good there. So basically, our topic for today is we have all created a list of scenarios, and basically we all get to choose like which MCU characters you would put into these scenarios, or you see them in these scenarios. So for every scenario, we want to hear your thoughts, your opinions, who you would put into the scenario. But some of them are, a little mild, but then some of them are a little spicy. I like to think this is like a video version of MCU fanfic on Wattpad. But maybe not. Maybe this will spark some inspiration for people. So cool.
The drinking game. You gotta say the drinking game.
The drinking game, sorry. So the drinking game is you have to take a sip every time we say the word Bucky. Because we know that this is going to be mentioned multiple times in this episode. If anyone knows anything about us, you know that we are all obsessed with that man. So
yes,
you have to
as everyone should be.
Yes.
And if you're not taking a sip, remind us to take a sip.
Yeah.
Anthony will.
Probably. For anybody watching in the comments, Anthony and Ryan are very good friends. So I feel like
it may not seem like it.
Outside of context, this may look bad. They are very close.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
So who's
I don't know if
off?
you already showed these, but okay. Awesome. So let's get. Oh wait, I just realized I didn't do the video before the attention moments. So let's get started. Let's get started. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Ready?
Hit it.
You lose one sense, so sight, smell, touch, taste, whatever. Yeah. You lose one sense, but you gain the powers of a superhero. Whose powers are you taking, and which sense are you sacrificing?
That's a good question.
Oh. We're all thinking.
I think I would sacrifice hearing, and I would do Scarlet Witch because I could communicate with my mind.
Ooh.
And I could listen to everybody with my mind.
I was also going
so we're kind of easing everybody in. Wait, say that again?
I said I was also going to say Scarlet Witch, but I'm actually going to go with. No, I'm also going to go Scarlet Witch. I can't think of anything else, and I'm going to lose my sense of smell.
I'm going smell too, because out of all the things, like that's the thing that I like panic about the least, I guess. I'm gonna go smell. I'm not gonna go Scarlet Witch because clearly the woman cannot handle all of that power. She has gone crazy, and so I will instead take. And now I'm panicking. Okay, no smell, and I will take. You know what? I'm gonna go with Shang-Chi's 10 Rings.
Ooh, nice.
Shannon, okay, we see your answer. That's a really good one.
I know. I'm stealing Shannon's answer.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Losing sight and get Daredevil's super senses. That's smart. That's
Yeah,
a good one.
That's a really good one.
Okay. Are we
So,
going this way?
Yeah, I think we're going clockwise. So,
Or-
Kira?
yeah.
Okay, so me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I'll start a little milder as well. So inspired by Miss Marvel, who is your partner in crime to help you sneak out of the house? I did not think of an answer to any of my questions. So,
Okay.
I'll go Yelena.
I was going to say that too.
I was going to say either Yelena or Kate.
I'm gonna go Peter Parker, Spider-Man.
That's a good one too.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. No Bucky's. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. My bad.
If we don't say his name, we'll just casually say it so we can take a break.
Oh my god. All right, Ryan says Korg.
That's the worst answer.
Probably so loud.
So loud. Maybe Drax. Nobody said Drax. He's so,
Oh yeah, Drax.
he's so quiet. Nobody can catch him. Oh, Loki's a good one.
That's a good
Loki's
one.
a good one.
Yeah,
Loki
I should have said
sneaky.
that. Yeah, Shannon should have been on this episode.
Yeah.
Wait, did everyone say there's no?
No,
Did you say that?
Jalen's got. Oh, wait, yeah, for that one, right? Everybody said their answer for that.
Except Kara. Did Kara say it?
Oh, yeah, did you say yours?
Yeah, I think I was gonna go Yelena. I guess.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I feel like she would also just be a fun time.
Yeah.
For sure.
You'd sneak out and you would like go to a bar or something or go get
Yeah,
like greasy food somewhere.
yeah, and
Yes.
definitely break some people's hearts in the process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always scaling buildings, so I'm weak, Anthony. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. So wait, it's Jalen's turn.
Okay, so my first one is which of your least favorite MCU characters would you want to live with?
Of our least favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my least favorite is Jane Foster.
That was my
Prior-
answer. Of course, we had the same answer.
You want to live with, like that you like out of all the ones you don't like, which
Yeah.
one would you
Who would you live with?
Yeah.
Like, who would still be a decent roommate or
Yeah, like who could you tolerate as?
Although I don't
roommate.
know
I
because
think
she would like
probably
constantly
Zemo.
be oh, you know what though, for Jalen for sure, because she would constantly be like, "Look at this tornado, let's go check it out." And Jalen would be like, "Ah."
Right.
Jalen loves storms for
I do. Which it's supposed to storm tonight, so it's like it's meant to be on Thursday nights, thunderstorms.
I guess I'm gonna go with Eleanor Bishop because she's rich. She's barely home with her daughter.
Oh.
Ooh, good one.
Like, you know,
That's
you
a
can be
good one.
absent and I can live in your nice mansion. So I'm gonna go with her.
And it'd be a big enough house that you could like hide from her.
Right.
That's a good answer.
Ryan
Yep.
said Zemo.
I
You
said
don't
Zemo.
like Zemo?
Who doesn't like Zemo, right?
Yeah, Ryan.
Sarah
Have you
said
seen
Zemo
Falcon and
too.
Winter Soldier?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's when he got a little bit more relatable. I feel like he was.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a bad guy, but now he's
Yeah.
funny.
All right, that's fair.
It gave him a sense of humor.
That's fair. Okay, we all did we all go on that one?
I think so, Maya.
So this might take a little thought, but okay, you find out these two MCU characters start dating in the next phase of MCU, somewhere down the line.
Okay.
No one could predict or believe it. Who are the two characters? Like literally opposite ends of the spectrum, you would never guess they would start dating.
Clea and Peter Parker. Peter Parker and anyone who's not MJ because they're so perfect together.
Right?
Yeah.
Korg and Ao.
Ooh, yep,
Weird. That is a good one.
Oh, geez.
Anthony said the collector.
The collector and
And
who?
Nebula. Yes.
Alligator monkey and She-Hulk. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Peter Quill and Thor. That would be unexpected. Also great chemistry. They do have great chemistry.
That's what that
Right.
tension is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they are secretly dating, and I'm here for it, so it's okay.
Bucky and Sharon.
I'd be mad.
I would
Bucky
be
and
so
Sharon, I would be pissed.
I'd be more
Bucky.
upset about that than
You gotta drink.
her and Steve.
I just wanted a sip. I'm sorry.
We're thirsty.
Mine.
Abomination and Wasp. Anthony
You know
said-
what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say Gilgamesh and Shuri.
Oh, yeah, that's random.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Super random. I'm just
Yep.
like,
Isn't Gilgamesh not alive?
oh yeah, that's right. But when he
Oh,
was,
yeah.
But he was.
Yeah, anyone can come back.
right.
There's a multiverse now.
That's true.
Alrighty. Sarah.
Okay. You get to have a one night stand with any MCU character of your choice. This is where it gets spicy, y'all. You get to have a one night stand with an MCU character of your choice, but
This is great timing.
Thanos and Hulk. Okay, Ryan.
All right, Ryan.
For dating.
Not my first choice, but the Watcher is standing in the corner all night.
Oh.
Do you still do it?
Oh God, that creepy Watcher from What If? God, I hated that
Okay.
guy.
Well,
glowing
obviously,
eyes.
I know what my choice would be, so get ready. It would be Bucky, and I would not care
And you just
because I'd be so focused on Bucky. So,
She
Oh,
said
she said it twice.
twice.
absolutely. My answer would be Vision, and it doesn't matter the already watching.
Okay.
Maya would be like, "Come on, Watcher, come on in."
Let's go. Let's go. Let's get this going.
Well, obviously, mine would be M'Baku.
Yes.
Mhm.
I think that Kristan is not watching this episode. So mine would be M'Baku, and yeah, I guess I would.
I love
With
that
the
no one cares if the Watcher's there.
Just
I mean,
quietly.
Well,
you
it's just
be
like-
focused on your partner, like you
Yeah,
wouldn't
or
even notice.
Killmonger was my other choice, but it
Imagine,
just
like touching him with all them bumps and stuff.
it'd be so fun.
You know,
But like, if that's your
Yeah.
only chance, I feel like you would have to do it. Who's yours, Sarah? Well, I know who yours is.
Yes, obviously mine is Natasha.
Yeah.
Yes. The Watcher would not even be there in my mind.
Right. Like Ryan said, he can't interfere, so.
Actually, we should say Wanda, so then she could just like do some magic and like poof him away.
There you go.
Mm,
Mhm.
poof. Similar to Sarah's question, who's making you breakfast in bed
Ooh,
because they slept over?
Yelena.
Mac and cheese.
Yep.
It's gonna be hard to say,
Sriracha.
not say that. I literally saw Vision cook for Wanda, so it's like hard for me to like.
Maya's answer the whole time, Vision.
Vision. Vision should have been the drinking game.
Yeah.
I know.
He's just so beautiful, you know? Like,
So
yeah, my answer is Vision.
I'll go with Steve. Steve
Mm.
seems like a breakfast in bed
We totally would.
kind of guy.
Yes.
Brian knows me. M'Baku.
Shannon says Clint Barton.
Yeah, he would.
It would have been like, I feel like T'Challa would be like a great
Oh, yeah.
like breakfast in bed. Like he would be so sweet and like
Mhm.
he would mean it.
Yeah. It would be good.
So that's my honorable mention.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Love it.
Kate Bishop,
Wow.
Clint Barton. Clint would be a good one too. He would
Yeah,
be sweet
he
as
would.
well.
He
Mhm.
definitely would.
So Jalen, what do you go next?
All right. Would you rather go to the barbecue party with Sam Wilson, that's in Falcon at the end of Falcon Winter Soldier, or go clubbing with Zemo?
Clubbing with Zemo.
Will Bucky be at the barbecue?
No.
That's-
I have to say Bucky won't be there because then everyone would be at the party. So it's
Okay.
just Sam and his family and all those other
Not
fishermen
Bucky.
guys, not Bucky with the cake. There's no cake.
I'm gonna have to go refill my drink.
You know what? I'm going to the barbecue with Sam because me and him will just be buddies. So whenever Bucky does come around,
Oh, strategy.
I'll be the
Smart.
friend that he can introduce him to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go barbecue as well because you know damn well I'm not gonna be up late at night, like late enough at night to go clubbing with Simo. I'll be asleep.
Not even
All
for
right,
this
so-
this move. The-
But then I would leave right after that.
Okay.
So Maya and Kara will be at the barbecue. Sarah and I will be out clubbing because
Cheers.
that sounds like a blast to go
Yeah, it does.
out clubbing with Zemo.
And he's a baron, so he's buying the drinks.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah, that's true.
For sure.
But the food at the cookout, Louisiana, oh, it's gonna slap.
That would
so.
be delicious. Yeah.
Alrighty, time to get spicy. And okay, this is tough. 'cause I feel like you're okay. I may challenge us to choose people that we've not said before just for the fun of it.
Okay.
But if you could only subscribe to one MCU character's OnlyFans page, which MCU character are you subscribing to? And this is full-fledged. You can see anything if you're a subscriber.
You knew what my answer would be, and that's why you said, yeah, okay.
Fine.
Now I have to think.
And we can't say Bucky.
I'm gonna say
You can say whatever
Gross.
you want to say. You can say whatever you
But I
want.
feel like we do need a variety.
Yeah.
I think Ghost would have a pretty decent OnlyFans.
Mm,
Mm.
Hannah John
Alright.
Carmen is gorgeous.
all right.
You know.
I mean, technically, I haven't said Killmonger yet.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, Shannon said Killmonger.
Yes,
No,
and I
Shannon-
agreed.
Yes. Okay, you can
I'll
have
say
it.
Killmonger.
Okay.
Oh goodness.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say Icarus because I don't have to deal with him in real life, but I would. But I wouldn't.
Mm, good choice.
Okay. I'm gonna go along the lines of Maya and say Cersei.
Okay,
Mm,
great pick.
good,
Because you can
good
probably
choice.
see some Icarus content there too.
Yeah, so we could like double up.
How have the boys not answered this question?
Right?
Right.
Come on now.
Boys, where are you? Oh my gosh. Ridiculous. Okay. Is it
Ooh,
is it my turn?
Pietro.
Oh, that's a good one.
Which one?
Well, which one? It'll have to be the ATJ one, right?
Yeah. I want to go with fake one,
Yeah.
Ralph Boner.
Paul Ryan. It has to be characters, Ryan. It's got to be characters.
I sort of did think of Ant-Man, but just because I think he'd be fun. He'd be a fun. His OnlyFans would be like funny OnlyFans.
It would be very funny.
Be like a TikTok.
Yeah, because he wouldn't know what OnlyFans was.
Aw, it's true.
So along those lines of let's try and say ones that we haven't said before, unless it's Bucky, and then drink. Which male MCU character or female, whatever, we're equal opportunity here. Which MCU character is the most fun at a bachelorette party? Like when Pony comes on, which one is like dancing immediately, knows how to put the condom on the cucumber?
Hmm. Valkyrie.
Oh, good answer. I was gonna say Darcy.
Oh,
Also a good answer.
Yeah.
You know what?
Although I don't know if Valkyrie knows how to put a condom on a cucumber, but you never know.
She might. Yeah.
She may have all the experience. Who knows?
Yeah.
Can't think of anybody, but I'm gonna go with Okoye because I feel like she just has a fun side. She just, when she's not on duty,
Yeah.
you don't see that side of her. So
Yeah.
All right.
She has a
And-
sense of humor.
I'll go with Carol because she's
Oh.
been to a lot of different places. So she's probably seen some things and can share what she has seen.
Right.
She's been to a lot of different universes that have probably different types of bachelorette parties.
That's true.
Right.
Stephen Grant. Agatha Harkness. That would be a good one. Agatha would be
Oh,
awesome.
Wait.
she would be.
Okay. Who's
Kara.
Oh, is it my turn? Okay. So this will give us probably some different variety. So you're marooned on an island. You have to pick 3 characters that will help you get off the island or just thrive, and none of them can fly.
I think one would be Tony. I feel like he could just craft something.
Good one.
Hank Pym. I think Hank Pym.
Bruce Banner, because he'd be smart.
Yes.
He could figure it out.
I'm gonna go with that new little kid, the Bruno.
Bruno.
Yeah. I like where his head's at. I think he's only gonna get smarter.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go for Braun. I'm gonna say Thor. For smarts, I'm gonna.
Thor can fly though. You can't say.
Oh, I can't. Even if he can't fly, like he loses the ability to fly. I can't pick him. Okay, it's okay. I'm gonna go with Korg for Braun, big, muscular, whatever. Going to go with Shuri for brains.
I was gonna do Shuri too.
And then for morale and leadership, I'm going with Steve.
Okay.
And he's muscles too.
I'm gonna go with Clint because I feel like in all the spy missions that he's gone on, he knows how to get places.
Oh.
And I'm gonna go Shuri as well for brains, and then Bruce Banner as well.
Okay. So Bruce Banner or the Hulk? Which form?
Bruce. I could never be there with an angry Hulk the whole time.
Yeah.
Or like Professor Hulk. Maybe Professor Hulk because he's strong and he's smart.
Gotcha.
I like Shannon's answer of Pepper, MJ, and Cersei.
Yeah, Pepper. That's a good one.
She'd get things done.
Yes.
She'd be like, she'd find a way.
Cap, Tony.
The hidden immunity idols.
My survivor buddy.
I'm weak. Oh my goodness. Okay, Jalen. You.
All right. Have fun with this one.
Okay.
Would you rather bang Bucky Barnes or the Winter Soldier?
Woo! So after the words have been said, rate card, whatever, that activated when
Can we say both?
And so is his
It's one or the other. So you either get him as Bucky or him as Winter Soldier.
question, is it after he gets the mission that he has to have sex with you? Like
He just wants to.
Okay, gotcha.
He just wants to as either Winter Soldier or not Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
I gotta go Bucky.
Winter Soldier. Oh.
Right?
It's like tough because he still I'm gonna go Bucky because he still has the metal arm and he can use it. That's all.
I mean, I think I agree with Sarah with Winter Soldier because he would be a freak.
Yep.
You know he'd be the take charge. He would just do whatever he wanted to you.
That is true.
Sure,
I feel like the longevity of it. He's trying to put the Winter Soldier behind him. But that shirtless when he's breathing all hard, girl. I know
Yes.
That's great.
Oh man.
But you know, when he's like Bucky and he's in therapy and, he's just trying his best. We love a guy that has emotional breakthrough.
I mean,
Therapy
really, you
is
can't
not-
go wrong with either choice.
Yep.
Just as long as he has the arm. That's all. And the super soldier stuff.
I mean, funny story. If you watch some of the older interviews of him on Jimmy Kimmel, he does talk about how he does have lube in that arm.
That's true.
So it's already there.
Yeah, that's
Oh
true.
wow. Okay.
That's how
It's
he
actually
got
a it's
that's how
actually
he
a really
got-
funny
gets it
joke.
on.
Yeah, that's how he could get the arm on. Is they have to put lube in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is
It's not just filled with it for fun.
No.
Come squirting out like Spider-Man's webs.
That's how he gets his enemies.
Oh my
They're not
goodness.
expecting it.
Could be really handy, You can also trip people in the street, like make them slip. Multi-purpose.
Okay. So you find out that Pepper was cheating on Tony with another MCU character. Who do you suspect as the homewrecker?
Phil Coulson.
Great answer.
Phil? Why is he Phil? His first name is Agent.
I'll go.
Right.
Facts, Ryan.
I'll go with Happy because I think it would hurt the most. And if you're already going to cheat, you're already doing it to hurt the person. So she would hurt him even more by
Yeah. Oof.
doing it with Happy.
That is sad. Nice answer.
Ooh, tough question. Pepper.
I'm gonna go with Aldrich Killian.
That's what I was thinking.
He
Oh,
was my
yes.
second choice.
That's what I was thinking too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There
I'm
was
into that.
something there.
I mean, he wanted it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And she saw that glow up, and she's like, "Oh, you do look good."
I'm gonna go with Rhodey. He's there.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Well, that'd be sad, but
That's a good one, though.
Yeah,
it's a
thank
good
you.
one.
Thank you.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay, so I had to prep y'all earlier for this question. I'm so excited to hear the answers. Okay, this is a MCU fan casting recasting of existing projects. Anyway, Maya, if you had to recast Cheetah Girls with just MCU characters, who would you pick?
Thank you for asking. Absolutely, Yelena for Dorinda. Blonde hair.
Nice.
She has swag style. Galleria. Well, I'm skipping her right now. Aqua, I'm going to go with Monica Rambeau.
Okay.
Chanel, I'm going Valkyrie.
Nice.
And then for Galleria, I'm going Okoye because she's very bossy. And, Galleria, like, it's over. She's just too dramatic, bossy, and very rigid. So, yeah, I'm doing that.
Nice.
That's my
Okay.
Those are good.
And then Jalen, I gave you the task of recasting Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
How'd that go?
I thought two of the characters right away, and
Okay.
then everyone else kind of came along throughout my day because I had nothing else to do at work except think of this question. So thank you for giving me
You're
something to do. So for Aragorn, I'm going to pick Steve Rogers.
Clearly, yes.
He's, the leader of the group.
Yep.
And then Arwen was easy because I'd be Peggy, obviously.
Yes.
So then when I came to Erwin, so in the movie, I don't like her. She annoys me, but she's
too.
still a badass.
Yeah.
But I still hate her.
Yeah.
So what came to mind was Sharon Carter. But then I was like, that's perfect because she tries to get with Steve and
Yep.
everyone tries to get with Aragorn. So I'm like, oh, it worked out perfectly.
Chef's kiss.
Gandalf would be Vision because Vision,
Yeah.
you know, he's wise and he knows what to say in like every situation. Frodo would be Peter Parker with Ned as Sam.
Oh, that's a good one.
Legolas, Hawkeye was too easy, so I just did not do Hawkeye because I'm like, that's the obvious answer. So I went with Thor for Legolas and then Korg as Gimli.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that was so good.
And then I came up with an honorable mention because Loki would definitely be Wormtail.
Yes.
So I just kept going with more than what you gave me because
Oh,
he was
that's
like
funny.
thinking of all the characters.
Would Thanos be?
What?
Would Thanos be Saruman?
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
Maya and I have no idea what's going on.
I literally Googled Gandalf just to see what he looked like if he's being compared to Vision.
Well, he's a wizard. And I thought Doctor Strange would have been too obvious.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, so getting back to more familiar fandoms,
Mm-hmm.
Kara, would you like to share your recasting of Parks and Rec?
Yes. Literally, I was not supposed to be here this week, you guys. Sarah sent me this question, forgetting I wasn't supposed to be here,
Totally
and I was
forgot.
so excited that I showed up anyways. If you know me, you know how much I love Parks and Rec. It is at least equivalent to how much I love Marvel. So for Leslie Knope, I have Peggy Carter because she never gives up. She's tough, and she cares a lot. For Anne, I have Katie from Shang-Chi. She's a good friend. She's always down for stuff, but she does not have the same skill set as everyone else on the show. For Andy, I did Star-Lord.
I mean, yeah, it is. Yes.
It still works.
Yes.
Still good. For April, I did MJ, obviously, because you never know what you're going to get with her. She's a little moody. She's very smart when she tries. And she's very like cynical and sarcastic. For Ron, I did Nick Fury. You know, he's like the grumpy dad of the show. For Tom Haverford, I did Peter Parker. You know, he's a little younger, hip, you know, always trying to reinvent himself. For Donna, I did Wong. You know, adds a lot of comedic value, kind of grounds everybody. And then for Jerry, I did Korg, obviously. And then I have Chris Traeger as Steve Rogers, very positive and healthy. And Bruce Banner as Ben. Nerdy, super smart.
Yep.
I like it.
I love that.
That was a fun question.
It was very fun.
Thank you, Sarah, for feeding us our nerdy.
Yes.
Thank you for indulging me. That was so much fun. I can't
Okay.
believe no one said Bucky though, so I'm just gonna take a sip.
I just opened up another can. All right, Kira.
Okay. So you're in that typical rom-com where there's the trope that you're dating somebody that you know your parents aren't going to approve of, but you're into them anyways. So you bring home somebody else to meet your parents and pretend that you're dating them to let your parents think that that's who you're dating so you can go sneak off with somebody else. Who are those two people?
Steve and Bucky. Steve's who I bring home. Bucky's who I go out with.
That's great.
Okay.
And they probably would too because they were the best friends.
I know. They would be the person for each other.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like my answer could be the same person just because she would probably be good at putting on a face for my family. I mean, duh, Nat, but I'll think of another one. I'll try and think of another answer while y'all answer.
Okay.
So the one that I would actually show my parents, I'd probably say like Sam Wilson.
Good one.
I go with Sam. And then for the person that I'm actually sneaking out doing the deed with is
Vision.
You can bring Vision home to the
Yeah, you could bring
parents.
Vision.
Yeah, he's just the full well-rounded. So if I could split them in two, I would probably say, and this is going to sound so gross. Okay, I'm not going to say.
No, now you have to.
You
No.
Now we're curious.
And I only say this because I'm more so like the actor, and it's Roman.
Oh, Maya.
Okay, Lee
Lee
Page.
Pace.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, the actor,
so
yeah.
fine.
That's
And
who you're
He is-
like,
he is
I'm sure by
handsome.
the time you scrub off all that black goo and see him in like his, natural form, his birthday suit, if you will, I feel like it wouldn't be as weird.
I love you, Maya.
But what if his birthday suit is just as bad? Like, what if it all looks the same?
Then we'll have to, rethink it. Oh, week.
I
Oh.
would say. Oh,
This is a good answer. Dating
Yeah.
Jessica Jones, but you bring home Luke Cage. That's amazing.
that would work in my
That
case.
is funny.
That's a fun question.
Yeah, I don't think I answered it because, like I said, I didn't think of any answers for any of my questions. If I was dating somebody that I don't think that my family would approve of, and I can't say Killmonger because I already said that. I could say like Tony Stark because he's old, so my family would be like, So Tony Stark will be my guy on the side, and then the guy that I bring home would be, can't say Peter Parker because he's too young. Shang-Chi.
Ooh,
My
that's a good one.
my family would love him.
That's a good one.
I think. So my real answer would be bringing home Sharon Carter, just because she has a decent job. It's cool. It's she seems to have a good
She's a
head on her
liar.
shoulders. She's also a liar.
No, a good liar though, a good liar.
But then like dating Valkyrie on the side,
Oh,
like
yeah.
party
That's a good
girl
one.
and
I should've
fun.
I could see you with Valkyrie.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was a great question.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was excellent. This is a great round.
All right, Jalen.
Okay. So out of the 6 original Avengers, who would you want to be handcuffed to for 24 hours where nothing sexual can happen, but that tension is there the whole time, but you
Nat.
can't act on it?
Nat.
Yeah.
If I can't act on it, Nat.
I can't say Nat anymore because that's just gonna be okay. I'm at
Because if it was Steve, I would break the rules immediately.
I'm gonna go Melina.
Wait, was that original 6? Was that original?
Yeah,
Oh, original
6.
6.
Oh,
Original 6.
original 6?
Mhm.
Oh, man. Well, I'm going to go with Thor because y'all know I'm not really attracted to that long torsoed man. But
He does have a long torso.
I feel like he's enough for me to be like, swooning in his presence. So I'm going Thor.
Couple of votes for Steve in the comments because he's nice.
Yeah, he'd be a good boy. He's like a Labrador.
He would, but I don't know if I would.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Thank you, Jalen.
I mean, there's 2 people attached to the handcuffs, so it's not just that person, it's you too.
Could still move the hands.
I'll go with Bruce Banner. Not Hulk, but Bruce Banner.
Yeah. That'd be good. Ooh, you know what? I should change mine to Hulk because that'd be very tempting.
I mean, he'd at least be able to like carry you around. You just
I
be
know,
like
I
sitting in his hand.
I'm gonna go Tony, just because I'm not attracted to him at all, but I feel like we would get into some really good conversations that I would be like, oh, okay.
That's a good one.
Nice.
Mhm.
I like that we all had different answers.
Mhm.
But also Natasha.
I mean, it could also be who would you be handcuffed with and have to do sexual things for 24 hours. We can flip it.
Steve.
I agree with that, Shannon. Maybe annoying but entertaining. Oh man. Okay, so my question is very direct, very dirty. If you could watch two MCU characters do the deed, and you could be a fly on the wall, who would you choose? Yeah.
I have to know what Steve and Peggy are like. I have to know. Like, is he totally missionary? Like, oh, I mean, come on. You know she's not, right?
She would teach him some things.
Yes.
With
Thank
the
you.
super
Thank you,
soldier
Jalen.
serum, that changes things. Is he more dumb? I don't know.
I don't know. Steve seems very
Polite.
vanilla, if you will.
For sure.
So
Okay,
that
I'm
would be
back.
my answer.
My internet kicked me out for a second. What was your answer?
Shannon said Vision and Scarlet Witch. Yes.
Because how does it work? Yes.
Yep.
It's true.
Great question.
Especially since they have kids. How does it work? Which one?
Goodness.
Hulk and Nat. I feel like all of us wanted to see that.
Yes. Specifically Hulk in that, not Bruce in that.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah, because how
does that work?
I'd imagine she'd be on top because like he would crush her.
Right.
Hey, there's other
physics,
ways.
Okay. She's not wrong.
You know what? I'm gonna say Monica and Bucky.
Oh.
Just because that's the closest scenario of like imagining myself having sex with him.
I do wonder if maybe he and Sarah will have something next season.
Yes.
There better be a next season.
Yes.
Shannon and I are on the same page.
Yes, Bucky and Sarah, that'd be a good one.
Nebula, whoever.
I'll say, okay, well,
Ryan
along
Marie.
the lines with Ryan, I'll go M'Baku and whichever woman he's with.
I was going to say that, and then I thought I can't say M'Baku for so many answers.
I'll say it for you.
Thank you. We're obviously sharing like videos after this or whatever, right? Like, or is this just
we all
get
watch.
one chance to watch it live and that's it?
Oh yes,
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It'll be on a tape. It will be online. Yeah.
streaming.
Watch party later.
Yeah, every night.
Oh goodness.
Okay. Alrighty, y'all. Wait, do you want we have time for one more question?
I got one more if you want to do one more.
Okay.
Okay, y'all have 10 seconds to leave a sexy voicemail for Bucky. Go. Kara first.
Oh goodness.
I made you this food. Come over.
Ooh.
Boys like food. I don't know.
I did your laundry. Come over.
Mine would just be like, Bucky, I'm ready. Let's go.
I'd be like, I got the Windex. I can clean your arm. Come over. Come over with us.
I got the Windex.
I can clean your arm. Why are you cleaning his arm with a Windex, though?
Streak-free shine over here. That's the first thing I could come up with. It's only at 10 seconds.
Free shine. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Boys do like food, Ryan. Back me up.
I can't say choke me with your metal arm, so that's what I wanted to say.
You could, and you would probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Kara, do you have one more?
Yeah.
I don't. That was all that I had. I just had 4.
Okay.
Taylor, did you have one?
Yeah, but I don't know really how to say it. So if we need to tweak it, you guys can help me.
Okay.
Okay. So who is more of a zaddy, Icarus or Mark Spector?
Ooh, Mark Spector. Yeah.
Mark.
Oh my goodness.
Mark.
How did I leave him out of all my answers? Wow.
I was trying to come up with like a Moon Knight question, and that was like the only thing I could think of.
Yep, that's a good one.
Very much Zaddy.
Mark for sure.
Because I was
Maya?
like, I know we talked about him being one, but I'm like, who else is one that like we could talk about
Mm-hmm.
So this one is
besides just saying Bucky because we could.
the answer. So this one is a little different. Who do you think Nick Fury has a secret crush on?
Ooh.
Do you think he's kind of into Hill?
It's presented as like, just him. He's looking at all these fine women in the MCU and he's crushing on somebody. Who do you think it is?
Nakia.
Or men?
Nakia.
Nakia?
Mm-mm.
I think he's probably got a little thing for Hill after so long working with her.
Yeah.
And she's untouchable, kind of like. Soren. Oh, that's a good answer, Ryan.
I'm thinking Ramonda.
That's a good answer.
He's looking at Ramonda. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he is older. Nakia might be a little too young.
But hey, you still have a crush on her.
That's true.
Who Coulson? I'd miss
Maria.
her. Maria Rambeau, yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say
Yeah, that's a good
Carol.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
that was a good one.
This was fun.
This is very fun. And now on to our last segment of the show.
I don't know who Al Gore is, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask.
So
I love that clip.
we have, for those who are new watchers, at the end segment is talking about questions we're too afraid to ask. But here at NGAD, we answer those questions for you so you do not have to. So our first question is, what is fast fashion?
Good question. No clue.
Me neither.
Does somebody know? Maya will know.
Absolutely no. Those don't know. That's literally the line of work I'm in. Not fast fashion, but sustainable fashion. But fast fashion is the large production of cheaply made clothing. So making a bunch of units of cheap clothes. So think H&M, think Fashion Nova, Shein, Pretty Little Thing. But there's different levels to it because even like organizations like The Gap or some that feel like a little bit of a higher level than like Fashion Nova, H&M, Zara could still be considered fast fashion because they make a ton of units. So I always look at it from like a production standpoint, how many units are you making? And then also like what is the quality of the items? So I think the easiest answer, just think of like the Fashion Novas, the H&Ms, the Zaras of the world. So yeah, that's what think that's what fast fashion is.
Learn something new.
That's, yeah.
And then I always like give the disclaimer too, like, we live in a capitalist society. Even though in a perfect world none of us would buy fast fashion, I mean, at the end of the day, it's kind of unavoidable. That's the system that is kind of built within, like, and also, budgets. It's more affordable to buy fast fashion. Not everyone can buy super high quality items.
Yeah.
So I always say with people who have that disposable income, they're definitely challenging to buy more of those long lasting, high quality, sustainable pieces. But do what you can afford. And it's up to our governments to make a system where we're not, penny pinching for buying just our daily wardrobe. So
Yeah.
That's that.
It's very interesting.
It is very interesting.
Yeah. Any other thoughts there before I ask the next question?
No, I mean, I guess.
I think you answered it well.
Yeah. So like if that's like clothes you would get at like Target or Walmart and stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which I know that's like the only places a lot of towns have.
Right.
Besides like going online and shopping.
And so I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with like food deserts, like that term food deserts, where a lot of communities don't have access to like, fresh produce, healthy foods. The same with communities. They only have access to, Walmarts, the Targets. So there's a lot of layers in it. That's why you can never just say, don't buy fast fashion. There's definitely more layers to it, like I said. So yeah, for sure. Because a lot of communities, that's the only place you can get clothing.
Yeah.
Okay, so our next question is, how do you define the term queer? And what does queer mean?
I'll go ahead and take this one. So LGBTQIA plus, there are a lot of letters in the acronym. This community is basically just trying to be as inclusive as possible. So in a nutshell, queer is if you feel like you don't fit any other of the letters in the acronym, queer is probably the catch-all, I think, for people who might feel like they fit more than one of those terms, but maybe don't want to ascribe to a particular label. So queer is kind of just a nice neutral term for anyone who doesn't necessarily want to define their love. They love who they love. So yeah, Shannon, that's essentially it. I know some queer people don't like that it's kind of an umbrella term, but it is what it is. So I identify as queer. I don't get upset if people call me gay or lesbian, whatever, as long as you say it nicely. But yeah, that's how I identify. That's a great question.
Is it offensive though if you don't know, like that somebody is part of the LGBTQ plus IA community and you don't know which part of that, and if you just say like, yes, my friend is queer or whatever, is that offensive? Like, can you use it in that way?
I mean, so in this scenario, are they with you, or is this just how you're describing your friend?
Yeah, just like how you're describing your friend.
I think that's a safe term.
Because I think if they're with me, like I would let them describe themselves.
Okay, yeah. So I think it's all in your intention. I think the how you're saying it matters. And if you're just describing your friend as queer, then I think that's a respectful sort of umbrella term. That's pretty safe. That's a safe bet.
Well, that's like a really great learning lesson for me, because growing up, especially like I was in middle school or high school, that was like a derogatory term.
Yes.
So like I still have not been feeling comfortable like using the term. So now knowing that it's like an umbrella term, and if I'm like obviously like you said, Kira, let someone else describe their sexuality, but like in describing someone, if it came down to it, I would feel more comfortable using that term.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's true. It's a word that our community has been taking back over time just because it has been weaponized against us for so long. So and it's taken me a while to get comfortable using that to describe myself, but that's the closest thing I have to an accurate descriptor for me. So yeah, that's a good question. Keep submitting those questions. These are so great.
Yes, and definitely follow us, Nerdy Girls After Dark on Instagram. You can send us questions that way. We have like a form, so everyone's just been sending us through that. You can DM us questions, and every week we'll try to get to a few of them and answer them. All right.
Yay.
All right.
This was fun.
Should we cheers?
Let's cheers.
Cheers to Bucky.
Cheers to Bucky.